Hello and welcome. You watching the Saturday edition of This Is Exclusive. Tonight on This Is Exclusive, I come to you with three big stories. She was drugged, abused and brutally assaulted. Yes, I'm talking about actor Ashish Kapoor, who has now been arrested by the Delhi police. We're going to take you through the details of the complaint that has been filed. All this and much more on this edition of This Is Exclusive. Drugged, assaulted and raped. FIR puts out gory details of how the victim was drugged, assaulted and raped by actor Ashish Kapoor. More details accessed in the Ashish Kapoor assault case. Victim claims in complaint that her family was misled about what unfolded at the house party. Alleged conversion racket comes to light in Uttar Pradesh's Lucknow. At the forefront, allegedly, is a man with links to ISI. A massive drug bust, global drug bust in Telangana. Police seizes nearly 32,000 litres of raw MD drugs valued at 12,000 crore rupees. Well, starting this edition with some breaking news now coming in, with the Enforcement Directorate issuing summons to a BJP leader who had earlier filed a complaint with regard to leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi's citizenship issue. What we can confirm right now, the Enforcement Directorate has basically begun a probe. In fact, what we are given to understand that the BJP worker who had earlier filed a complaint regarding the leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi's citizenship has now been called in for questioning by the Enforcement Directorate. What we do not know at this point in time, whether at all there is a FEMA case that has been registered or not, but this complaint was registered in the year 2024 against Rahul Gandhi, and it was regarding his British citizenship as well as nationality. In fact, the case was basically registered by the Uttar Pradesh Police, Raebareli district, and a notice was also issued just about a few days ago. In fact, under BNS, he has now been asked to produce documents and evidence for the purpose of investigation and also necessary action as per law. Now, since the case is important, it is what we are being told is that he was first asked to provide all the details with the Uttar Pradesh police, and this was after what we are given to understand in Raebareli. The case was registered, and now the Enforcement Directorate has also issued a summons to Rahul, to the leader. The BJP leader, in fact, has now been called in for questioning. That's an official confirmation now coming in from top sources within the agency. A big move, essentially, keeping in mind that the citizenship issue of Rahul Gandhi is still a matter of investigation. In fact, we're given to understand that Uttar Pradesh police also looking into this entire matter. The Enforcement Directorate has now basically stepped in after a predicate offence was made out, and thereafter we're being told that the summons were basically issued just to ensure that the complainant hands over all the documents related to this particular case. We'll shift focus now to the top story that we are tracking at this hour. Ladies and gentlemen, Indian television actor Ashish Kapoor was arrested on 3rd of September by the Delhi police in Pune on charges of rape. The 40-year-old actor faces allegations stemming from an incident that took place at a house party in North Delhi's Civil Lines area during the second week of August. The complainant, a 24-year-old woman from Gurugram working in a private company, claims that she met Kapoor on Instagram and was invited to the party by a mutual friend. Now, at the gathering, she alleges Kapoor sexually assaulted her in a bathroom. Initial reports suggest that she was drugged, beaten, and the assault was actually filmed, with threats to release the video if she spoke out. She was reportedly left unconscious outside the house thereafter. The actor has now been sent to 14-day judicial custody, and as the investigation gains momentum, we've also got you details of the complaint that has been filed. In fact, over the next few minutes, we're going to take you through each of the details that have been mentioned in the FIR that has been mentioned and the statement that has been recorded. Now, up first, the victim basically has alleged that the house party turned into complete horror. The FIR essentially states, which has been accessed by Republic TV, states that the victim met Ashish Kapoor through Instagram 8 to 9 months ago. She followed a WhatsApp location to a party in his neighborhood, thinking it was a decent gathering. The victim said she was supposed to meet him at a restaurant. During the party, she was given drinks mixed with substances that made her lose conscience. Now, what we're going to do is take you through three parts of this entire statement that has been recorded. So we have accessed the statement of the victim, and she has basically put out full details of what really transpired. Now, as per the statement that has been accessed, she was forcibly taken to the washroom. She was raped. In fact, she claims she was gang raped one by one. She suffered physical assault with bruises on her face, hands, neck, legs, as well as her back. In fact, her clothes were torn. She was bleeding on her knees. And the accused blackmailed her, threatening to make videos viral if she went to the police. And also, they stole her phone that contained certain evidence. In fact, victim's testimony has now been accessed by Republic TV. We are putting it out in three parts. One, with regards to what really happened when she went to the party. In fact, they met each other through social media, and she was called in for a house party. Now, that's the second part of the statement that has now been accessed by Republic TV, where you have the victim clearly stating that she suffered bruises on her face, hands, as well as her legs. Let me also bring in more details that we have. Now, there are more developments that are basically coming in. The victim says her sister was manipulated and told that she fell from the stairs and collapsed. The victim managed to call the PCR from another phone while her sister's calls were manipulated by the accused. She alleged that she was being overdosed and she was left completely traumatized. The complainant was taken to Aruna Asif Ali Hospital with a woman constable, where her medical examination confirmed her allegations of sexual assault. Getting us more details on this story is my colleague Akhil, following this very closely. Akhil, this testimony that has now been accessed by you, give us more details with regards to the investigation that has been carried out so far. Meanwhile, as you take us through the details of it, I'm going to put out the full testimony, the details of what the victim had to say.
That's right, Shaban. If you see, chilling details are out in the Ashish Kapoor case. And if you see a young woman who was dragged by her hair, hit on her face after being gang raped, this is what she has alleged. And after that, what we have seen that when the woman objected to it, when she resisted to it, she was beaten, assaulted, and silenced. And if you see the brazen attitude of the TV actor Ashish Kapoor, he basically snatched her phone away, and he tried to basically avoid her to talk to any of her family members. When she called her sister with another phone, then again Ashish Kapoor tried to refuse it and tried to stop her. When Ashish Kapoor and his friends spoke to the victim's sister, at that point in time, they lied. They basically told her sister that she had simply fallen down the stairs, and after that, they have also blackmailed her. They threatened her, and they tried to basically break that spirit of that woman when she basically called the PCR, Delhi Police PCR team, to send one team at the very residence of Ashish Kapoor's friend, because at that point in time when that incident took place, there were approximately 14 to 15 people who were invited in that party. And if you just go by the fire, Shavan, what we have seen that she has named 5 persons connection with our case. And in this case, what we have got to learn that the main accused, TV actor Ashish Kapoor, has misplaced his phone. So Delhi police team is the team which is investigating, which has nabbed the actor from Pune, because he has kept on changing his locations. And initially his location was found in Goa. Then when the Delhi police team arrived in Goa, then they found out that then he basically moved away from that very location, and he shifted his base to Pune. So the Delhi police team arrived in Pune, and with the help of technical surveillance team, they have arrested TV actor Ashish Kapoor from Pune. And after that, what we have seen that Ashish Kapoor has basically hid his cell phone. So it's very likely that very soon that Delhi police is going to recover his cell phone. Apart from that, one more crucial details will come out from the phone of the victim, because victim's phone has also been misplaced. And the victim has also alleged that when that incident took place, at that point in time, they have also recorded her video. She was also filmed. So where that all those evidences are, so Delhi police is investigating on those angles as well, Shavan.
Well, in fact, Akhil, I'll request you to stay on with us because we're getting into some more details of it. In terms of the medical reports that have essentially come in, I'm given to understand that potency test was also done at the AIIMS hospital, and also there are certain other medical requirements which have also been carried out. Any details are you picking up in terms of how far has the investigation reached on that front?
We have seen that after 4 days remand ended, Ashish Kapoor was again brought to the court, and the court has granted him 14 days of judicial custody. And in this very investigation, I have spoken to some of the senior officers in the North District. They have said that it's very likely that tomorrow they are going to call some of the friends of Ashish Kapoor, whose name has been taken in the FIR copy. Apart from Ashish Kapoor, there are 4 other names that has been taken in the FIR. So the victim has basically clearly mentioned those names. So it's very likely that tomorrow Delhi police is going to call those people to verify the testimony given by the victim in connection with the case, and the statements of Ashish Kapoor friends will be also be recorded very soon.
Well, Akhil, I'll request you to stay on with us. In fact, my colleague Akhil has also spoken to the DCP of the area. In fact, this is the first response coming in from the Delhi police on the timeline of events. The police have said that the incident took place on the intervening night of 10th and 11th of August. The FIR was lodged on 11th of August, and there were approximately 15 people who were present in the party. The victim has now leveled allegations against not one, but 4 people. The victim was in touch with the accused for the last 9 months on social media platform Instagram. They met for the first time. The party was going on at actor Ashish Kapoor's friend's residence in the national capital. Listen in to what the Delhi police officer had to say.
When did this incident took place?
Yeah, it was the case was registered on 11th of August, and the incident took place on the intervening night of 10th and 11th August.
So who all were present when that incident took place?
Yeah, she has leveled allegations against 3-4 people. They were present. Besides, there were other people also in the house. So there were many people present there.
Who were those 3-4 people? Were those friends?
Yeah, they were all known friends.
And when did the first time the victim met the accused?
Victim, she was in touch with the accused, the main accused, since last 9-10 months on Instagram, but she met him for the first time on that day.
And what was the reason?
They were, as what she has told us, that they were friends. They were in touch with each other on social media. So they decided that okay, we should meet. So that's what they decided to meet.
So there was a party which was going on at a very residence. And whose residence was that where the party was going on?
Yeah, the alleged Ashish Kapoor, whom we have arrested, his friend's residence was the place.
So how many people were there? So are there any co-accused itself in this matter?
Yeah, she has leveled allegations against 3 people, and so we are investigating under the role of each one.
Were there any family members also present in that party?
I told you in the beginning only that there were other people also, friends, family members were there.
Who were they? I mean, like,
I cannot reveal their names whom were all present.
Right. And so when did you arrest the main accused in connection with the case?
Yeah, the main accused was arrested on Tuesday from Pune.
Right. And Since how long you have been looking for him? Because he has evaded national capital and then he went to Goa. Yeah. Did he also visit Mumbai?
Mumbai we don't know, but yes, his location earlier he was absconding, then his location was traced to Goa, then we reached Goa, but then he slipped away from Goa, then he was location was traced to Pune, and then we reached Pune and were able to arrest him.
Did the accused accept that he committed this crime?
Yeah, usually that is all part of investigation, I cannot reveal it here.
So far, did you recover any CCTV footage from that?
Yes, CCTV footages was recovered, witness testimonies are there, there are evidences which are relevant to the investigation of the case.
Focus now is on a global conversion racket which has now been busted. In fact, investigation is on. A massive controversy, a conversion controversy is essentially unfolding in Lucknow, where the VHP has now raised alarms over alleged ongoing conversions of Hindus by Pakistan's ISI. Maulana Shamshul, a cleric based in Sant Kabir Nagar, has now come under the scrutiny of the police for suspected links to the ISI. Republic has accessed the first details of the cases that have been registered and also the response coming in from the victim, Abdul Hakim, with video evidence showing of Shamshul's relations with Nawaz Sharif as well as Pakistan-backed Kashmiri statements as at international forums. Now, what's the real story and where is it all headed? What exactly is the Pakistan ISI link? We uncover the truth.
A massive conversion controversy is unfolding in Lucknow. The Vishwa Hindu Raksha Parishad has raised concerns about an alleged ongoing conversion on Hindus by the ISI. Maulana Shamshul, a cleric based in Sant Kabir Nagar, has come under the radar of Lucknow police for alleged links with Pakistan's intelligence agency, the ISI. Authorities suspect his extensive network spread across several countries, including Pakistan, to be involved in anti-national activities, including promoting the Free Kashmir agenda. Sources confirmed that Shamshul's operations are being probed for receiving large-scale foreign funding, especially from Pakistan and ISI, which is reportedly being funneled into a massive madrasa complex in Sant Kabir Nagar district. The institution, which claims to provide religious education to hundreds of students, is now allegedly a hub for indoctrination, radicalization, and conversion. The madrasa has received unexplained financial inflows from Gulf countries and Pakistan, raising red flags among financial watchdogs. Investigators are also looking into property acquisitions and luxury assets owned by Shamshul and his close family members, some of whom have a direct and indirect tie with ISI operatives. Republic has got the first response from one of the victims.
प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में बड़ा खुलासा हुआ है। उत्तर प्रदेश के संत कबीर नगर जिले में शमसुल हुदा नाम के एक व्यक्ति का दुश्मन मुल्क पाकिस्तान से सीधा सीधा आना जाना है। आईएसआई का एजेंट कहा जा रहा है, स्लीपर सेल कहा जा रहा है। सैकड़ों करोड़ रुपए की उसने संपत्ति बनाई है, बड़े बड़े उसने मदरसे और मस्जिदें बनवाई हुई है, और जो उसके घर के जो लोग हैं वो सीधा सीधा पाकिस्तान से लेकर कई देशों में उनका नेटवर्क है, कई एम्बेसी में आना जाना है। और हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए खुद उत्तर प्रदेश के उन्हीं जिलों से आए हुए लखनऊ पहुंचे हुए एक व्यक्ति हैं। पहले इनके बारे में सर आप अपना थोड़ा सा परिचय बताएं।
जी, मैं अब्दुल हकीम खान, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप लोगों को। ये मौलाना शमसुल हुदा ये आईएसआई का एजेंट है। ये संत कबीर नगर का रहने वाला है। हाँ। सन 2013 में इसने ब्रिटेन की नागरिकता ले ली। ये वो क्या नाम है,
ये अभी भी रहता है यूपी में संत कबीर नगर में कि अब ब्रिटेन रहने लगा। हाँ। ये नवाज शरीफ का भतीजा है। हाँ। इसके आईएसआई से संबंध है। 5 अगस्त को फ्री कश्मीर साउथ अफ्रीका की पाकिस्तान की एम्बेसी में जो सारे आतंकवादी संगठन सारे लोग बैठे हुए थे। ये जो फोटो आप दिखा रहे हैं ये दोनों लोग कौन है? एक तो
नवाज शरीफ का
भतीजा हो गया। अच्छा ठीक है।
ये सब
जी ये बताइए। हाँ, ये क्या है?
ये शमसुल हुदा है, शमसुल हुदा है
संत कबीर का रहने
जी
वाला।
जी, ये शमसुल हुदा है, ये नवाज शरीफ का भतीजा है, ये उसका उसकी अवभगत कर रहा है।
ठीक, अवभगत कर रहा है। और दूसरा दिखाइए, दूसरे पेज में क्या है? सारा आप जल्दी जल्दी दिखाते जाइए। इसमें क्या है? इस फोटोग्राफ में क्या है?
इस फोटोग्राफ में देखिए, ये देखिए शमसुल हुदा है,
नवाज शरीफ का भतीजा भी।
हाँ, ये शमसुल हुदा, ये सारे जी जी, ये सारे ISI के एजेंट हैं।
और दिखाइए, और पेज में आगे क्या है जी? इसमें क्या हो रहा है?
ये देखिए, ये साउथ अफ्रीका की पाकिस्तान की एम्बेसी में फ्री
में जो पाकिस्तान की
जी जी जी, वहाँ पर 5 अगस्त को ये लोग काला दिवस मनाए, फ्री कश्मीर, जिसमें ये
ISI से रिश्ता भी है।
जी जी, ISI से रिश्ता है। और ये चीफ गेस्ट,
गंभीर मामले निकल कर आ रहे हैं। आखिर उत्तर प्रदेश में क्या क्या हो रहा है? उत्तर प्रदेश से लोग निकल कर कहाँ क्या कर रहे हैं?
Video evidence of his relations with Nawaz Sharif and his Pakistan-supported statements on Kashmir at international forums were also shown to the media. The victim claims that, like Balrampur and Sambhal, Sant Kabir Nagar was also being Islamicized.
ये नवाज शरीफ का भतीजा है, इसके साथ 5 अगस्त को साउथ अफ्रीका की पाकिस्तान की एम्बेसी में इन्होंने फ्री कश्मीर का नारा लगाया।
क्या लगाया नारा? फ्री
कश्मीर, आजाद कश्मीर। पाकिस्तान नहीं, साउथ अफ्रीका की पाकिस्तान की एम्बेसी में। अच्छा। जो इनके साथ मौलाना शमसुल हुदा के साथ ये है, सारे लोग हैं, सारे वहाँ पाकिस्तान के लोग हैं।
As the controversy unfolds, can the man at the forefront escape the allegations?
Well, in fact, let me take you through one of India's biggest anti-drug operation that has been carried out by the Meera Bhayandar police. In fact, they have busted a massive drug manufacturing syndicate operating in Telangana. In fact, the police seized nearly 32,000 litres of raw MD drugs from the unit, valued around 12,000 crore rupees in the international market. The investigation began with the recovery of just 200 grams of the MD drugs worth about 25 lakh rupees. Now, as the probe deepened, police tracked the chain that eventually led to the discovery of the large-scale manufacturing unit in Telangana. 13 accused arrested, global links under the scanner. Joining us on this broadcast in a short while from now would be the police commissioner of Meera Bhayandar. In fact, the police have also arrested 13 accused so far in connection with the case. Now, this happens to be the biggest anti-drug operation in India. In fact, let me take you through the other details that we do have on this. You have foreign nationals who have been arrested in this particular case. And not just that, 2 units were being run by the pharmaceutical company, and one was basically dealing with legitimate pharmaceutical items, and the second was producing these MD drugs. In fact, 32,000 litres have been seized by the Meera Bhayandar police. In fact, in a short while from now, we'll try and go across to our reporter Aishwarya, who's joining us from the very place where this seizure was made in Telangana. In fact, Aishwarya, I want you to move around. We'll go full frame with the visuals of the factory from where these drugs were basically recovered. You've also spoken to one of the police officers. What is it that they have to tell while you're explaining, showing us what's really happening around you?
So yes, sir, we are currently outside the factory location where exactly the seizure had taken place. We are currently not allowed inside due to the seizure still going on. The investigation is still underway, but I could show a little from the inside where the police are still sitting and the seizure is still happening inside the industry where almost 11 crore 58 lakhs worth, to be precise, drugs were found from the inside the industry. It was seized from a legitimate pharmaceutical companies. In the whole drug racket, in the epicenter, there's this man named Srinivas Vijay Murthy Voleti who runs a proper pharmaceutical company called Vagdevi. He along with his subordinate Tanaji Pandarinath Patwari were among the two are among the 12 arrested today. These two are the main accused who are said to be manufacturing this MD drugs worth around 12 crores. Currently, my Vijay is showing you around the seized factory where the police are still investigating and they are still showing they are investigating probable links to foreign nationals, probable connections, and they said that this particular drug racket was very hard to bust because of their systematic and very sophisticated methods used by the police, used by the drug racket people who are accused, and they were using very advanced equipments which was very hard to track. But eventually from Maharashtra, where they seized 200 grams, and from one accused who was a Bangladeshi foreign national, which they from that one particular link, for one particular link, they were in one particular link they found this particular factory in Cherlapalli industrial area in Hyderabad, where they've actually found around 11 crores 58 lakhs worth drug precisely, and this investigation is still underway.
Thank you very much, Aishwarya, for getting us the latest details. Republic TV live from the very place where the seizure was made. This happens to be one of our biggest anti-drug operation that was carried out. Well, that's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. Coming up, trending with my colleague Rakshit.